All right, guys. So this week, the Cowboys are out of the playoffs. And a while back, I asked Jim to do, as like a fan request, he had just done a frozen drink. So Jim's Kitchen did like a cherry limeade freeze for a fan request for me. And so he requested to me that I do a breakfast lasagna. So what you're looking at right here is homemade gravy, sausage gravy, and then I oven bake some hash browns. And so the hash browns are acting as the lasagna noodle. And we're using this this Alpine blend, this Swiss Gruyere blend, thick cut. And then, excuse me, regular sausage as, regular breakfast sausage as the sausage, as opposed to like Italian sausage or beef cooked down with Italian seasoning, fennel, and whatever else you would prefer to use when cooking meat for like spaghetti or lasagna. And layered it just like a classic lasagna, and that just looks really good, does it not? I mean, come on. So then it's also going to get dressed at the end before it bakes with bacon and tomato on top. So there's Tabitha doing the layers, just like with regular lasagna. We put down gravy, just like you'd put the sauce down first, and then put the hash brown like you would do the noodle. And she's building it up, cheese, meat, gravy, and then the hash brown on top. So here it goes again. And this is just a great idea, Jim. And I appreciate you asking for a breakfast lasagna, because we've sort of been like back and forth on this for weeks, talking about ideas for it. And I even was thinking about doing a pancake. We have that griddle. I was thinking about taking our pancake art bottles and like making noodle shaped pancakes for the pasta noodle, just to be cute or cool or something. But like, it's evolved to Tabitha kind of suggesting hash browns, which I agree with. And it just makes sense because they're firm, and hash browns are delicious. So I love them. And this is coming together real nice. And so yeah, the floats. I got a special float coming up at the end of this video. I went pretty PG with it, as in I'm trying to go, speak to the children with this one. And I bought last Valentine's Day, we did that unicorn sundae, and I had unicorn ice cream. This year, or like right now, I've got mermaid ice cream in there for a float. So stick around for the mermaid float. And here comes these delicious, we've been eating these petite medley greenhouse grown tomatoes since we tried them with what was that thing called? The galette? Oh my gosh. Since the galette, we've been tearing these bad boys up. They are so delicious. And I'll show you guys again. Right there. If you have a Kroger, which, a lot of you don't have a Kroger or a Publix around you, but just look for those type of tomatoes. They are delicious. Greenhouse grown, sweet, petite medley tomatoes, basically. So we're going to put this in the oven, bake it off. And then also for this video, I wanted to do brownies that Jerri Ellen has made before. So this is the fan request video from Jim, the breakfast lasagna. I want to do the homemade brownie video that she did not long ago. And then we're going to have the mermaid float. So stick around, guys, and we'll check out this beautiful breakfast lasagna, and we'll get the float going and the brownies. So thank you for being here, and go 49ers over the Packers, and go the Rams over the Bucks. All right, guys, so check it out. We have our finished product of our breakfast lasagna. And for the garlic bread part of it, we decided to do some homemade French toast. Sorry about that. We decided to do some homemade French toast, and I used the Food Network's recipe. It's very cinnamony, and it's got nutmeg in it. I'll put it in the description box in case anybody wants to use the recipe for it, because it looks really good. All right, so here is the awesome breakfast lasagna, built for Jim's Kitchen as a fan request. And this has gravy, hash brown, breakfast sausage, and then Swiss Gruyere blend topped with bacon and tomato. So there it is, just like if it was lasagna with garlic bread. There's the breakfast lasagna with the French toast, you know, garlic bread, lasagna. And look at that, that cheese looks so much like a mozzarella. And Tabitha nailed it, you know, we were thinking about which cheese. I was talking about white cheddar. She recommended the Swiss Gruyere, and it just looks so spot on. Like, tell me that doesn't look like lasagna. And that hash brown peeking through right there, it looks so good. But yeah, this is awesome. And stick around. I've still got the brownies to do. We're gonna do a Jerri Ellen recipe of the brownies, the iced brownies with the frosting, but without the frosting. So we're gonna do that brownie recipe and the Mermaid float. So stick around. This breakfast lasagna is killer. All right, guys, we're just gonna show you the inside of this real quick. And it's so cheesy and so delicious. You can see the Swiss and Gruyere stringing. And this is out of the oven for like the last 10 minutes at least, you know, because we got finished shooting the last shot, right, you know, and this is just amazing. I had to get a shot of it. It's so tasty, so perfect. You guys got to try one of these. So I just had to share the inside of it, how it looks stacked up, and so cheesy. All right, guys, so for this week's ice cream float, I decided to do a Mermaid ice cream float. So it's got cotton candy ice cream with blue glitter swirls and candy bits. You can see the awesome, weird blue swirl that's in there, and then there's the candy bits in there. Ice cream. So Laura's letting it on the float. All right, so I figured that this Jones soda, this berry lemonade Jones soda, would go good. You know, last week we used the Jones special edition, so this week is gonna be the berry lemonade in with the Mermaid, and I figured that would be really good. It's blue, and it's gonna be super tasty. So Nora's got to be all up in this video. So yeah, this looks really good. a little special mermaid spit. Nora, say mermaid. So this is what usually happens off camera. I don't know what's going on right now. That makes it an extra special playoff float.
Okay, just blow.
Okay,
blow.
Stop.
Stop spitting.
Stop. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to wipe this off like last time.
Hey, stop it!
That's super tasty. I tasted a little bit of the cotton candy ice cream, and it's super good. So what I wanted to do, just like last week, is get some whipped cream going on here, if Nora's going to allow it. And I got some blue sprinkles. I got some blue sprinkles for it. Here, you can do it too. You do it. Put some sprinkles on it. All right. Rocking it. All right, so here it is for the AFC and NFC divisional round games. I'm hoping that the 49ers beat the Packers. I hope that the Rams beat the Bucks. And then I hope the Bengals win. And I hope that the Bills win. So let's go. And Mermaid ice cream, Mermaid sparkle ice cream with berry lemonade Jones. And it's looking really good. I'm loving doing the sprinkles on top. So Nora's wild. So yeah, I'm gonna be back. We're doing some Jerri Ellen brownies, so I'll be back with those. Get a close up of that. All right, guys, real quick. So as you can see, I already cracked into the brownies. This is the Jerri Ellen recipe. And so I had cut into it to see how done or not that it was. So it just needed a couple of more minutes the last time that I had checked on it. So this recipe is just rocking. I love it. All right, so what I wanted to do, besides making the recipe, this is the frosted brownie recipe that Jerri Ellen did. And so instead of doing the frosting on top, I was gonna do a little bit of ice cream, which is plenty of ice cream. A little bit of whipped cream and some chocolate syrup. So boom, right there, chocolate brownies with walnuts on top, vanilla ice cream, whipped cream. So on top of our breakfast lasagna and our Mermaid sparkle float, I did bonus recipe, which is Jerri Ellen's from scratch brownies, the frosted brownies, but instead of frosting them, I did a sort of like a bonus surprise brownie sundae. So there it is, guys. So the Packers just lost to the 49ers. Cowboys lost to the 49ers last week in the wild card round. The number 1 seed, the top team in the NFL, actually, because they were better than the Titans. The Tennessee Titans, they lost their game to the Bengals today. And guess what? The Packers lost their game to the 49ers today. So bye-bye, Davante Adams. See you later. Sorry. You know, as a diehard Cowboys fan, I do hate the Packers because, you know, like back in the 90s when I was a kid, you know, Brett Favre and the Packers came to town. They never won. We went 9-0. You know, the Cowboys went 9-0 against the Packers. Well, guess what? We're not very successful against Aaron Rodgers, so I have my reasons to not like Green Bay, old school rivalry. Niners are an old school rival too, so it was just funny to see the Cowboys lose to the Niners than the Packers. So, you know, this is like some 90s vibe. So, you know, just doing some OG trash talking kind of. Packers lose. Brownie Sunday. We're going to crack into this bad boy and taste it. So thank you guys for checking this out. And I'll see you next week for Conference Championship Weekend. Go Niners and go Buffalo Bills.